Before we go any further, pause for just a moment and write in the comments, "I receive." This is not for the algorithm. This is a moment of agreement, a moment of opening the door in your spirit, because what you are about to hear carries a weight, a truth, and a shift that is already unfolding around you even if you can't see it yet. Now let me ask you something that might catch you off guard. Has your heart ever felt like it suddenly woke up at the sound of someone's name, even a name you don't know yet? Has there ever been a moment where something inside you whispered, "Someone is thinking about you right now," and you didn't know why? Because the moment I tuned in to speak this message to you, something came through with a clarity I don't always feel. A bold statement, almost like the angels leaned forward and said, "Tell them this secret. It's time." And the secret is not something random, it's not something vague, it's not something meant to confuse or overwhelm you, it is something your soulmate has been carrying, quietly, heavily, tenderly. And according to the angels, that hidden truth is shifting right now, in this very moment. Even as you listen, you may think you've been waiting, but the angels say your soulmate has been waiting too. You may think you've been trying to understand the connection, but they've been trying to understand it from their side as well. You may think you're the only one feeling the spiritual pressure, the emotional pull, the strange mixture of attraction, fear, longing, and destiny, but you're not. Let me pull you closer for a moment, as if I'm speaking directly to your heart. Because in a way, I am. You're not here by accident. You didn't just click this video because you were bored. Something inside you is hungry for clarity, hungry for closure, hungry for confirmation. And that hunger itself is a sign of movement, a sign of divine timing, a sign that God is stirring something beneath the surface. Because Proverbs 18 verse 22 says, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord." Notice the word favor. When God aligns two souls, favor moves before them before they ever meet face to face. Let me begin with the first hook the angels gave me. Not a question, but a jolt. Your soulmate has discovered something about you, and it shook them. Not in a bad way. Not in a fearful way, in a way that woke something up inside of them that had been asleep for years. Let me explain this through a simple story, one the angels brought forward. Imagine someone walking through life half awake, doing the things they need to do, going through the motions, laughing when they're supposed to laugh, showing up where they're supposed to show up, but deep down, they feel a quiet emptiness, a missing piece. A silent ache. One day, without warning, something crosses their path. A sign, a name, a dream, a memory, a feeling, and suddenly, something shifts. It's like a soft light comes on inside their chest. Something that says, "I know this energy. I recognize this spirit. I don't know why, but I know them." Your soulmate had a moment just like this. The angels are making it very clear. Your soulmate recently realized something about you that changed the way they look at their entire future. It was subtle, but powerful. Soft, but undeniable. And for them, it was sacred. Now let me ask you the second hook. A question that might reveal more than you expect. What if the very thing you thought was holding everything back is actually the thing pulling everything together? What if the distance, the silence, the delays, the confusion, all the things you thought meant nothing is happening, were actually the exact tools God was using to prepare both of your hearts to recognize each other, not from a place of loneliness, but from a place of readiness? Think about Isaiah 43 verse 19, where God says, "Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it?" He didn't say, "I will do a new thing someday." He said, "I am doing it now." The angels say your soulmate's realization, this secret they discovered, is the beginning of that new thing springing forth. Let me bring you even deeper into this moment. Your soulmate has always felt a strange pull toward love, but they didn't know what shape that love would take. They didn't know whose hands would hold their heart. They didn't know whose voice would feel like home. They didn't know whose presence would bring them peace instead of pressure. But something shifted recently. And that shift is the reason you're hearing this right now. Your soulmate realized that the connection they feel with you is not normal, not casual, not surface, not something they can explain away or dismiss. It's something that feels divinely threaded, something that feels written, something that feels protected. It hit them suddenly. This person actually matters to my future. This person is connected to my destiny. This person is not a coincidence. They're a calling. When this truth hit them, It woke up something in their spirit, something they had been avoiding, something they had been afraid to admit, something they weren't ready to see until now. Matthew 6:33 says, "Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you." Your soulmate didn't know they were being spiritually prepared, but they were. They didn't know that the longing they felt wasn't just emotional. It was divine alignment beginning to take shape, and the angels say this clearly. Your soulmate's heart is turning toward you, not in confusion, not in feared, in recognition. Recognition is a powerful spiritual event. It's the moment someone's soul says, "I know you. I remember you. I am meant to walk with you." Even if their mind is still catching up, let me pause and gently ask you something. Have you recently felt a wave of emotion that came out of nowhere? A moment of sudden longing? A moment when someone came to your mind so strongly that it almost startled you? Because that wasn't random, that's part of the secret. Your soulmate's energy is reaching toward you in the spiritual realm. And when two souls are connected, even from a distance, through prayer, emotion, thought, or destiny, one heart feels the shift when the other heart wakes up. You are feeling what they are feeling. You are sensing what they are acknowledging. You are awakening because they are awakening. Now, I want to talk about the part of the secret the angels emphasized. Your soulmate has realized that you carry something rare, something not everyone carries. Not beauty alone, not attraction alone, but a spiritual weight, a purpose, a light, a peace, a strength they have not seen anywhere else. The angels revealed the moment they realized this was a moment of spiritual humility. Proverbs 18:12 says, "Before destruction the heart of man is haughty, but humility comes before honor." Your soulmate experienced a soft humbling of the heart, not humiliation. Humbling. They realized they cannot approach you the same way they approached others. They realized they cannot play with this connection, run from it, or take it lightly. They realized the love they feel for you, even if it's still forming, is something that requires maturity, and that humbled them in a beautiful way, in a necessary way. Here's another bold statement the angels gave me. The secret your soulmate discovered is that loving you will require them to rise. And they want to rise. This is what changed everything. This is what woke them up. This is what made them see you differently. This is what made them see themselves differently. They're beginning to see that God didn't bring you into their life or into their spirit to entertain them. God brought you as a blessing that must be honored. And let me say this softly but clearly. When a person realizes the blessing connected to their destiny, they can no longer stay the same. Your soulmate is beginning to feel the weight of that blessing, and it is transforming them, quietly, slowly, but undeniably. Philippians 1:6 says, "He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion." This applies to them. This applies to you. And this applies to the connection between your souls. There's something else the angels keep highlighting. Something emotional, something vulnerable. Your soulmate has been afraid. Afraid of repeating past mistakes. Afraid of opening their heart. Afraid of being seen by someone who feels like they can see right through them. But the secret they discovered is this. You are safe for their soul. Safe in a way others have not been. Safe in a way they didn't know they needed. God is using you to soften their heart, not to break it. Not to manipulate it.to soften it.to heal it.to prepare it.in fact. Psalm 34 verse 18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Your soulmate has been more brokenhearted than you realize, more guarded, more tired, more spiritually bruised. And yet, the moment they sensed you, something inside them whispered, "This person won't hurt me. This person won't abandon me. This person won't misuse my heart." That realization scared them at first, but now it gives them hope. Now it gives them direction. Now it gives them courage. Let me share another truth the angels revealed. Your soulmate has been praying about you, even if they haven't said it out loud, even if they don't fully understand why, even if their prayer is simple, small, or confused, that they've prayed for guidance, that they've prayed for clarity, that they've prayed for peace. And you are part of that prayer. Jeremiah 33:3 says, "Call to me, and I will answer you and show you great and mighty things which you do not know." Your soulmate has called out to God, and God is answering. God is softening. God is aligning. And now, the angels say the next part is unfolding. Before I continue to the deeper layers of the secret, the part that explains why your soulmate's awakening is happening now and what it means for your next season, pause for a moment and like this video. It tells the algorithm that spiritual messages like this matter. And if you feel this message pulling on your spirit, make sure you're subscribed to Radiantia Soul Lift channel so you never miss a divine confirmation made for you. Before we close this message, I want you to take a slow, steady breath and truly feel the weight of what has been unfolding inside your spirit. You didn't come to the end of this message by accident. You didn't stay here because of entertainment. Something far deeper has been guiding you, pulling you, whispering to you, aligning you. The angels didn't bring this message to you just to make you feel comforted for a moment. They brought it to prepare you for movement, for a shift, for a revelation that doesn't stay in your mind but sinks into your soul and begins to change the way you walk forward from this moment. Because the truth is this: when God ordains a connection, when He threads two souls with purpose, when He aligns two hearts that were once wandering, He doesn't do it vaguely or sloppily. He does it intentionally. He does it with order. He does it with protection. He does it with timing crafted so perfectly that not even the obstacles of life can break it apart. And the message the angels have been repeating from the very beginning, this secret your soulmate discovered about you, has been a catalyst for a divine unfolding that is still in motion right now. The secret, at its core, is that your soulmate finally sees you the way heaven has always seen you. Not as an option, not as a distraction, not as a temporary attachment, but as a blessing, as a mirror, as a partner in purpose, as someone their soul recognizes in a way their mind is only now learning to understand. This recognition is not something they forced. It is something God revealed. It is something their heart awakened to. And now that their heart has awakened, nothing can return to the way it was before. Ephesians 3:20 says, "Now to Him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power at work within us." That power has been working within both of you, quietly, patiently, softly reshaping the way you see yourself, softly reshaping the way they see themselves, softly preparing each of you to recognize what is divine, not just what is familiar, to choose what is aligned, not just what is available. There is a tenderness in the way God prepares two people to meet in love. The world teaches us that love is sudden, chaotic, dramatic. But heaven teaches that love is revealed, not rushed. Love is recognized, not forced. Love is grown, not grasped. Your soulmate has been guided through inner refinement, and so have you. Think about the parts of you that have been healing recently. Think about your patterns that have shifted. Think about your expectations that have transformed. Think about how your heart has become softer yet stronger, more open yet more discerning. This wasn't random self-improvement. This was preparation. This was sanctification. This was God reshaping you so that when you walk into the love He ordained, you walk in healed, not hurting. Ready, not reactive. Whole, not half. And the angels say that same preparation has been happening in your soulmate. They have been learning humility, learning emotional honesty, learning how to face their fears instead of running from them. They've been learning the difference between temporary affection and divinely aligned companionship. They've been learning how to see you, not through the lens of their past wounds, but through the lens of their future calling. That if you only knew how many nights they've replayed moments in their mind, images, feelings, signs they couldn't quite interpret. If you only knew how many times they tried to dismiss their feelings for you only for those feelings to return stronger and clearer. If you only knew how their heart has been wrestling between fear and desire, hesitation and hope, caution and calling. But that wrestling is ending. And the realization they had, that secret recognition of your value, your purpose, your role in their destined path, is what broke the stalemate. That's what made them choose growth over fear. That's what made them step into prayer, even if they didn't tell you. That's what made them ask God for clarity. And now they are receiving it. Psalm 37:4 says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." You are one of the desires of their heart, even if they are only now beginning to admit it. And the fact that God is stirring this connection again in both of your spirits means that the season of isolation, confusion, and silence is coming to a close. Let me speak to you intimately for a moment, because the angels are highlighting your heart now too. You've been patient for so long. You've held space for love even when love felt far away. You've learned how to grow in silence. You've learned how to trust without proof. You've learned how to believe without understanding. And God saw every moment of that. He saw your tears. He saw your hope. He saw your faith. And He is not unjust. Hebrews 6 verse 10 says, "For God is not unjust. He will not forget your work and the love you have shown." The love you've shown spiritually, toward life, toward God, toward the idea of a connection worth waiting for, has been seen by heaven. And heaven is responding. The angels say something beautiful is happening in the unseen. It is not loud. It is not chaotic. It is not rushed. It is like dawn rising after a long night. Soft, but unstoppable. Gentle, but undeniable. Slow, but certain. Your soulmate is beginning to feel the courage to come toward you. Not recklessly, not impulsively, but intentionally, with clarity, with respect, with humility, with purpose. Their next steps toward you won't be out of loneliness. They will be out of revelation. They see you now, really see you. They recognize the way your presence settles their spirit. They recognize the way your energy brings them peace. They recognize the way your heart feels familiar. They recognize the way God's voice echoes louder around you. They recognize the way you pull them toward growth, not stagnation. They recognize the way you challenge them to rise without ever making them feel inadequate. This is the secret they've been carrying. Not a secret of fear, not a secret of confusion, a secret of awakening, a secret of clarity, a secret of destiny. And now I want to speak to your next season, because this is where everything begins to converge. The angels say the connection is moving out of the realm of silent spiritual tugging and into the realm of divine orchestration. God is arranging steps. God is softening hearts. God is aligning opportunities. God is creating moments that bring your paths closer. God is preparing conversations, encounters, coincidences that are actually divine appointments. And when these unfold, they will feel natural, not forced. Simple, not dramatic. Peaceful, not pressured. The love God sends always carries peace. The love God approves always carries clarity. The love God ordains always carries purpose. And that is what is approaching you. Isaiah 60:22 says, "When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen." Not you, not them, not your fears or their fears. The Lord will make it happen. And the angels say, "The time is becoming right." You are stepping into a season where clarity replaces confusion, where alignment replaces delay, where peace replaces anxiety, where divine timing replaces human striving. Your soulmate's heart is turning toward you because God turned it. Their spirit is reaching for you because destiny is calling. Their fear is dissolving because purpose is rising. Their uncertainty is fading because God is revealing. This connection is not random.it, is not accidental.it, is not one-sided.it, is not imagined.it, is spiritually authored.it, is divinely protected.it, is heaven-timed. And now, as we close this message, I want you to anchor everything you've heard not in wishful thinking, not in fantasy, not in fear, but in faith. Faith that what God reveals, God completes. Faith that what God awakens, God aligns. Faith that what God blesses, God sustains. So I want you to do something bold before you leave this video. Write in the comments, "Blessed and ready." Declare it, claim it, step into it, because you are not waiting anymore. You are aligning, you are preparing, you are stepping into the love God has been shaping on both sides of this connection. And before you click away, make sure you subscribe to Radiantia Soul Lift channel, because messages like this don't come by accident. And your spirit will need the next steps, the next confirmations, the next divine insights that heaven sends through this space. Like this video if your spirit felt the truth in it. Share it if you feel someone else is meant to hear it. And carry this with you. Your soulmate's secret is no longer hidden. Their heart is awakening. And heaven is guiding you both toward the moment where the spiritual becomes real. You are blessed, you are guided, you are chosen, and you are ready. Whenever you need the next message, I'll be here.